The following program you're about to watch is being brought to you today by the Throne Rod Foundation, the Blown Tire Corporation, the Broken Wheel Group, and the following YouTube subscribers. Like you, please subscribe to their YouTube channels if you haven't already, and smash the bell. Thank you for subscribing and supporting Riders for Christ YouTube channel, truly and always.
Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Riders for Christ. Another test, ongoing test of my audio issues. I've been, here's my ongoing video to try to fix my audio problems I've been having with my GoPro Hero 7 Black camera, where anytime you get up to be about 40-45 miles an hour, the audio starts to crackle and pop and about ruins the audio, makes the video really hard to watch, especially if it's a really long video. So right about now, you might be hearing some cracking and popping going on, and so I put some extra cloth right above my chin curtain here on the helmet, wondering if that might help at all, try to keep the excess wind and noise off the microphone. So I was wanting to try that. And the other thing I was going to try too today on this, it's going to be another quick little ride here, is what I was told is from another YouTube vlogger, BB and Crow. I'll put her video link and channel link down in my description below, but she told me that she had some audio popping as well, and that what I could try to do when it happened to her for the first time is, she said it was interference. She had a Bluetooth turned on with her phone, and so she turned it off, and that was supposed to eliminate the issue. So I just now turned off the Bluetooth on my phone. So we'll see how that's going to work on this quick little ride here. It's hard for me to understand how the Bluetooth on the phone interferes with the audio with the camera, especially when I have all of the connections, the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth connections all turned off on the camera. But we'll see. what if anything happens. Test it out. So I turned off the Bluetooth on the phone. Let's see if that will make any difference. As before, I thought maybe it's something electrical. Maybe it had some kind of an electrical interference from the bike itself, interfering with the audio with a GoPro and with a microphone, but I wasn't understanding how that would be. And there is another YouTube vlogger. I think his YouTube thing is YouTube name is Wheelman. He said he had quite a bit of audio popping and crackling too, and you get to be about speed. And he found out that after doing some research, he discovered that he was having the same issues as everyone else is having. So what he ended up doing was buying a giant squid microphone. It's a little lavalier microphone you could buy for like $40-something on Amazon. And so on one video it had a lot of cracking and popping going on. Then the next video he made, after buying the giant squid microphone, all that cracking and popping all went away. So if this thing here I'm doing now with turning off the Bluetooth and even maybe turning off the phone entirely as well later, I could go ahead and I already bought the giant squid microphone. That's on its way. But if nothing else is going to work, and I just have to see after I get back and watch the video, I'll have that giant squid and I can put that with my helmet and see how well that does. It is a little windy today, so I'm trying to position the microphone kind of right where I want it in my helmet to try to see if I can get it to see if anything at all with moving the little microphone inside my helmet would make any difference at all. Improve it or make it worse, I don't know. But if nothing else, then I'll try that giant squid microphone and see if that will work out for me. And maybe I'll go ahead and, you know, still have the Bluetooth turned off if I need to. So this is an ongoing issue I've been having for the past several videos. Anytime I get up to be about 40, 45 and faster, the audio starts to crackle and pop, even with a dead cat cover all on it. So I never could understand that. As Jess, with her two wheels, she has the exact same microphone I'm using right now today, and she has a dead cat cover on it, and she does not have any kind of popping or crackling at all going on at all with her audio, which is kind of weird. And Baby and Crow also she also went ahead and she got a wind jammer device for her helmet, and that seemed to improve her audio, at least it did for me. It seemed to sound better, but on the other hand, I never really heard any popping or crackling going on with her videos at all with her on her audio. So I was also thinking about trying the wind jammer, but I thought, well, maybe before I do the wind jammer, because that's going to be really closed in, which might help, I don't know, might make the difference. I thought I'd go on ahead and just maybe try this first, try with the Bluetooth turned off, and then I'll get that giant squid microphone here sometime this next week. And if the weather is any good, if the weather's nice and warm and decent, then I'll take it out for another ride like this out here at highway speed, see how well it does. Maybe try a couple different placements in the helmet, if that would make any difference at all. So I really would like to try to get this audio issue worked out. It's there's things I want to do with my videos. I mean, pretty creative stuff. It's going to take a lot of time and energy, and I don't want to be pouring in a lot of effort and everything else with my videos if I can't get the audio sorted out first, because nobody's going to be watching anything, and I wouldn't like that. So I now have the little microphone. It's a little boom microphone from a gaming headset that you can use for computer games and stuff, and I got two little foam covers on. It is a small little one that came with the microphone originally, and I got a bigger one. I put it over on top of that, so I was wanting to try that out too. And so I now have it's a little boom gaming microphone, and I now have it wedged in between the big cheek pad and the helmet itself. So we'll see if that makes any difference where that's at. And then here in a little bit, I'll try to get somewhere I can maybe kind of pull off somewhere, and I can just turn off my phone and head on back and see how the audio does with that. I suppose I could understand if the phone itself is interfering with the camera, although still there's no connections turned on with the camera. I turned all of those off, and but you know, I suppose weirder things have happened, so we'll see. So I do have that giant squid lavalier mic on the way. I've heard some good positive things from several different motovloggers about it, so all we can do is try that and see. So let's see, I'm going to just pull off over here for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my phone before we get back on the highway. I finally got the camera and the video really good. I'm testing out this 2K, the 2K at 60 frames a second, with the camera handling all of the color and handling the white balance, that kind of thing. And but the other thing too is if the giant squid microphone does in fact work out, then I can try the things. I can have like maybe one or both of the little air vents in the helmet opened up. This is with a little visor opened up just a bit. You probably hear the audio get to maybe just a little bit clearer. I got the visor closed back down. See how much cracking and popping is going on. I did notice quite a few bikers are out today, which is always nice. I'm getting back into the habit a bit better of waving at them, if I think about it. I have to get back in that habit. It's been a long time since I waved at any bikers. Although sometimes I get to be busy with my chit-chatting here on the video and I forget to wave at people. hoping this audio is improved at all, as I have almost about run out of ideas. I mean, the only ideas I got left are to buy a windjammer and get that giant squid microphone in. Otherwise, I don't know what the answer is, other than to ever go over 40 miles an hour, which you can't always do that everywhere all the time, making videos. Especially if there's a lot of Kentucky I like to show you. You're not going to be able to see much at all if I'm just putting along at 40 miles an hour with the occasional pop here and there. I don't know of any way that I can remove any of that cracking and popping in my video software. There are settings for the video software that will let me remove any wind noise or suppress it, which will help, but I don't think it's going to eliminate any of the popping and cracking that you might be hearing here and there, if at all. Really trying to isolate this microphone so it won't have any, cracking and popping against the helmet itself. Now the helmet I have now, it's a Scorpion helmet. It was a $250 helmet, and I got it on sale at a closeout for $150 or $155. So I spent quite a bit on this helmet, so I'm not like I want to just keep on buying helmets. And I did read on the reviews that, of course, I forgot my gloves. I forgot my gloves back there somewhere. I wonder if I lost them for good. If I lost my gloves, I need to probably buy another pair. I'm always forgetting something. That's rather embarrassing. Here on these videos, I try to remember everything and try to put stuff together. There's always usually one or two things I'm forgetting. One of them being my gloves. I do have them. I worn them in my past videos, but this one, with this video, I get to be so busy trying to just get up and get going, I just forget. I forget to put them on or forget something. Hoping I left my gloves back at the house. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying before, but that's okay. Oh, that's what it was. I don't want to keep on buying helmets. The really nice, well sound insulated helmets are well over $300 or $400, and I just can't see myself blowing out the kind of money for a helmet, just for the sound insulation. I suppose, which I don't know if there is a way to do it. Maybe I can go to Lowe's and maybe somehow try to fabricate some kind of soundproof material to put inside the helmet. I wouldn't know if that would help, but I did read on the reviews for this helmet, the Scorpion helmet. It's supposed to be their premier top-of-the-line brand helmet from Scorpion. And the reviews have been good. They say that the noise has been average for some people, loud for others. So I kind of figured by the reviews I was reading about this helmet that it would be moderate. I'd have moderate wind noise through the helmet, so the helmet would be average or moderately loud, which is understandable. I get that, but I still don't think it should make the microphone pop and crackle all over the place. So it could just be the microphone itself. check out that guy's bike. It's always nice riding with other bikers. Nice riding with you. Nice riding with you. It's good riding with you. I got you on my YouTube. So that was pretty cool. That's always a real treat when you're out here riding. You get other bikers that come on up to you, kind of chit chat, admire each other's bikes for a bit. So that was pretty cool. I like that. But I'm just running with just this one camera right now today. As you could probably long notice, I don't have my other camera because I just want to just head on in here for a little while and just trying to make another test run with this current microphone that I got. I'm just trying to eliminate anything I could think of. It's making a pop and crackle. So I was wanting to go on a little short ride today just to try out some stuff. My goal is, which I'm hoping I could be in the next few weeks, if I can get my audio issues finally sorted out and fixed, I can do a lot more riding this coming spring and summer. I'll be about almost every day. I can go out here and record some videos, wear some other Motovloggers t-shirts. I'm not wearing anyone's t-shirt today, just my Orange County Chopper t-shirt, which I do remember the show now. That was called American Chopper. That was the show I watched back in the early 2000s. It got me into riding and buying my first Harley, the 06 Sportster 1200 low. And again, if I was able to figure it out better back then than I know now, I may have tried to work out a way I could record my videos off of that first Harley, and I could have just been one of the very, very first motovloggers out here on YouTube. That would have been pretty sweet. Maybe with this other biker. Even if they don't wave back, it don't bother me none. They don't have to. But the thing that surprised me back when I had my first Harley in 06, 07, 08, and 09, and 2010 was my very first few rides on my first Harley. I'd be out there riding somewhere, and these other bikers would give me this wave, and that took me by surprise. I thought, well, what are they doing? And I quickly realized, oh, hey, cool, they're waving at me. That's pretty neat. So I kind of got in that same practice, and I was really good at doing that. Shortly after, I got to be waving at everybody and anyone that I could see that was riding a bike. At some point, also, with my future videos, I do have a leather vest. I still have it when I had my first Harley. It's got all my pins, it's got all my patches all on it from the first 4.5 years of riding. I got my pins and patches as to the different Harley rallies I've been to, and ridden my first Harley with. So that leather jacket is pretty special. And so one of these videos, I'll get it out and I'll get it out and I'll put it on camera so you can see it. That was one thing I did do when I traded in my first Harley, was I made sure to keep my original leather vest. I got rid of the boots. I probably should have kept the boots. I wish I had them now, but I got rid of the boots. I got rid of my first helmet. Kind of wishing I kept on to that too. Wishing I didn't get rid of my first helmet. But anyway. But I did keep my other Harley t-shirts. I kept my leather vest ever since I stopped riding. So one of the very, very first things I did after I bought this Harley, this 11 Sportster Nightster, was I was trying to remember, I think the day or so I was going to pick it up or buy it or something, or shortly after anyway. I dug that vest out of the closet and put it on, and it still fit. It's a bit of a snug fit, but no big deal. Better having it fit snug against you when you're riding than not. So my first fit my first leather vest that still fits, and I get it out and wear it sometime on my videos with the other Harley Davidson dealership t-shirts I've been buying here lately. I still got a good several of them. I bought back last November, and I still have some I had from years and years and years ago. As you know, like I mentioned in my first video or so or two, when I traded in my first 06 Harley, that whole riding bug thing, it never totally completely went away. Even though I was soured on a few things. You know, I was soured on how the dealership treated me back then at first. I got soured on how a few of the other bikers might, you know, treat me at different places here and there. Not very often, but it did happen a little bit there and here. And I kind of got soured on and concerned about somebody or an animal or whoever right out there in front of me and causing a really bad wreck. So, you know, those are some of the reasons why I went on ahead and I traded up for the 11 Camaro, which I had to, after about a year or so, within a year, I had to go ahead and return it because I couldn't afford the payments any longer. But at least I went ahead and I returned it. Not like I just said, well, I'm just gonna hang on to it and hide it forever, because you can't really do that for long. So the whole thing about riding, especially riding Harleys, it never really left me. It stayed down in there, thinking, I don't know if I'll ever get back to it. But sure enough, a real good deal came up I couldn't pass up, even though I really couldn't afford it the way I wanted. But at the moment, I'm affording it okay. So I'm doing okay with it. You know, the payments could always be cheaper, that's for sure, but I'm doing okay nonetheless with it for now. And the insurance isn't real bad. The full coverage insurance is decent. way back home, and I'm going to be taking a look at this video, see how it's going to do with a couple of things I tried, and maybe that giant squid microphone will arrive sometime next week. But other than that, haven't really been doing a whole lot. I mean, I've been working on my projects, been working on a computer project, working on my internet radio station, and I kind of have a bit of a backlog of videos I've taken already. They're on the cameras. I need to work through at least one, maybe try to get it up this weekend. The thing is, though, too, with the audio problems I've been having, it's just kind of not really motivated me very well to make any more videos. The whole audio issues really kind of got me kind of down. I'd like to try to get that sorted out well, I should say I'd like to get that audio issue sorted out so I can get on with more creative kinds of ideas instead of always being overly concerned and not very happy with my audio quality. So I've been neglecting to post videos more often because it's just the whole audio issue thing has just been not a very good time. So hoping I'll get the audio situation sorted out, and then that will cheer me up enough to get more motivated to make more videos, post a little bit more often. I have a front vent open on the helmet just to see what would happen. That's part of an experiment. Helps have it in the right gear too. Well, thank you very much for coming with me. Please give me a like, subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. See how the audio is going to do, and we'll see you on the next video.